So, the next thing to happen on NXT, we get to the next segment of the night where we see the NXT General Manager, Ava. She comes down there to the ring and she got the contracts in the ring. And, then we see Ricky Starks. He makes his way out there. Now, obviously, he don't got a theme song, so he's coming out to the NXT theme song. By the way, we still don't know his name at the moment right here. So, yeah. So, I'm just going to be calling him Ricky Starks at the moment. So Ricky Starks comes out there, and Ricky Starks was talking about how that everything can now be a reality. He was talking about how the reality is that he's at NXT. He says that the reality is about to be is that he's going to be main eventing all the NXT PLEs. And then he says another reality is going to be is that he's going to win the NXT championship. So yeah, that's what Ricky Starks was talking about. But then he was talking about how he's going to go ahead and sign the contract. But before he can sign the contract, all of a sudden he gets interrupted by All Ego Ethan Page. Ethan Page comes out there and Ethan Page tells him that he's playing by Ethan Page's playbook, and he says that he's trying to get his way to the NXT championship, but he says that he's no Ethan Page. And yeah, that's what he was talking about there. But then Ricky Starks was talking about how, that they know each other for a while and all that stuff. But then he says that, the spotlight ain't as big for the two of them. And he says that, as far as he knows, the Page has problems with Javon Evans. And he says that he knows people like Javon Evans that they eventually keep on coming back. And then Ethan Page is about to start talking about Javon, but then all of a sudden Javon comes up from behind, attacking Ethan Page, knocking him out of the ring, and then both of them starts brawling. They go through the crowd brawling and everything, and then Ricky Starks is like, okay, well, whatever about that. He says, I'm going to go ahead and sign my contract. And before he can even sign the contract again, this time he gets interrupted by Wes Lee. Wes Lee comes out there, and Wes gets into the ring and he tells Ricky to go ahead and sign the contract. And he says that, there's going to be some issues because he says that one thing that Ricky's going to have to learn is that, that nobody interrupts Wesley. So yeah, that's what Wesley was talking about there. And he says that he wants Ricky to sign the contract and they can face off next week. And Ricky was like, oh, okay, well, we could face off. And then he says that you could be a part of the revolution. So, yeah, that's what Ricky Starks says. He says that he's going to sign the contract, and they can have their one-on-one match next week. And then he opens up the contract. He's about to sign it, but then Wesley tries to attack Ricky. But then Ricky, punches Wesley in the face and then clotheslines him over the top rope. And then a couple of refs starts carrying away Wesley while he's trying to fight past him and try to get into the ring. But while that's happening, Ricky Starks finally signs the contract, and now he is a part of NXT now, and this time we finally get his name. His name is Ricky Saints. Yeah, Ricky Saints. I don't know why he couldn't keep Ricky Starks as name, but you know what? Whatever. What can you do? His name's still Ricky. So yeah, Ricky Saints is now officially part of NXT. So yeah. You know what? I'm perfectly fine with the name. I see on social media that a lot of people don't like the name, but you know what? It's okay because apparently people was thinking that he was going to have that name Trill London, so thank God he didn't have that name at least. But yeah, his name is Ricky Saints, and he is now officially a part of NXT. So yeah, he signed a contract, and it looks like next week he'll be taking on Wesley one-on-one. But yeah, that's what happened there. And then after that, we see the NXT Tag Team Champions, Nathan Frazer and Axiom, getting interviewed backstage. They was talking about their match this past Saturday at Avengers Day against Josh Briggs and Yashiki Nomura. But then all of a sudden they get interrupted by No Quarter Catch Crew, Miles Bourne, Tavion Heights, Charlie Dempsey, and Ren St. Clair. And, Nathan Frazer and them was talking about, hey, if you want a tag team title match against the best tag team, then you got to earn your tag team title match. So yeah, that's what he was talking about there. But then all of a sudden Miles Bourne was talking about how they are there to face the greatest tag team possibly of all time. And then all of a sudden Tavion Heights tells the cameraman to come up closer, and he starts talking to the camera, talking about how No Quarter Catch Crew challenges the TNA Tag Team Champions, the Hardy Boys. Yeah, Matt and Jeff Hardy. So yeah, maybe it looks like next week the Hardy Boys will be coming to NXT. It's going to be some wild stuff. But yeah, up next we're going to be seeing Shawn Spears versus Channing Stacks Lorenzo one-on-one up next on NXT. So yeah, that'll be the next match of the night. And later on tonight, we're going to still be seeing the 6-women's tag team match in the main event tonight on NXT as well. So yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on NXT. I'll see you guys later. Till then.